And we are live from Worldwide Technology Raceway here in the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Drivers have gone through qualifying. Try to time it to where y'all didn't have to see that. They're in their warm-ups right now. Currently, we'll bring up the starting grid here. First is Skylar Berry. Second, Christopher Tate. Third, Nate Cogdale. Fourth, Chris Wheeler. Fifth, Dustin Stallings. Sixth, Kevin Winker. Seventh, Nathan Somerville. Eighth, Joey Maines. Ninth, Kayshawn Clater. 11th, Joshua Moore. 10th, Joshua Moore. 11th, Jacob Bowen. 12th, Mason L. Ford. 13th, Keith Moyer. 14th, Nathan Dahl. 15th, David Hall. 16th, Chris Zofield. 17th is Dylan Smith, and Roger DeBold. He is race control, so he does not matter. But so these guys back here will be moved up one. So 18th will be Tyler Ashley. 19th will be Mike Presley, and 20th will be Billy Stallings here. That's all the drivers there. I said they are taking their warm-ups here. Race info on the track. This track it's not a normal oval track. Turns 1 and 2 are completely different than 3 and 4. 1 and 2, there's banking. 3 and 4, it is a pretty flat area on it. So drivers are going to have to be really waiting for that truck to turn in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, you have to run. There's two grooves that hopefully, if I do go on a chase, you can see what I'm talking about. You can't run the bottom of it really. Your truck, or whatever you're driving there, will want to get really loose on the bottom. You kind of have to run your right sides on the seam on that top lane. It's definitely a tricky track. It looks like it's so easy, but it truly is not. Now that it was brought back in the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series for these guys to race at, and it definitely produced some good racing. Tires were more of a factor, of course, but it was still pretty good to watch. Just clearing up some stuff here, and I will make sure to check the stream just so it's up on your all's end. But let's see who's everybody's doing a driver's briefing currently. And if you all are new to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing a subscription, if you're watching on YouTube, following us on Facebook. If you are watching there, so close to 200. I believe we are. Let's see. Let me check here. We are 6 away. We are just at the number, and that'd just be awesome to see. But I'm trying to hit it. It's all thanks to you guys who are watching for sure. It's not anything that I do. Looks like Tate's gonna take some practice laps here, maybe. Looks like wrong driver there. See Tate, he's just kind of rolling around the track currently. I believe they should be clearing up their driver's briefing relatively soon. I don't think it should be much longer. It looks like he's driving through the infield right now. Because iRacing needs to do a little bit better with their graphics for sure. Tate, he's a driver in the Ghost Cup Series. He has a win. If he did win at Michigan, so he's got a win on the season there. Won at Darlington last week, where I had multiple issues. Ended up getting fed up and bought a lot of water cooling stuff. That's very expensive, so monetary choices have not been made in probably the best way, but who cares? Might as well make them there. It looks like they have just finished warm-ups, possibly. My keyboard is trying to alert me to maybe that happening here. I'm not completely sure. Yep, looks like they have. Took them a little bit of time to load. See, these paint schemes that these guys had. We'll have to wait for them to grid to be able to see them. Don't want to kind of make them have to grid on their own. Surprised this sound is not very loud here. Let me see if it actually is even is coming through. This is kind of interesting here. As it is, I just had to check that there. That was very, very quiet. I didn't know why. Leave just the camera pack that I'm using. This isn't picking up some spots here, but that being said, they also haven't fired their engines here. It's like everybody waiting for the 30 to grid and the one of Mike Presley to grid. And they should get the green flag next time by 125 laps. You're going to have to be very careful with your tires early on. You do not want to burn them off. And 1 and 2, you can get in deep if you want to. Sometimes drivers get in just a little too deep and they rear end each other, and you'll definitely see some people punted here. Hopefully it doesn't turn to a big wreck fest. So that would be terrible to see. Kevin Winker, I'll give them all a paint refresh now. Hopefully they'll be able to refresh before they get to start finish line, as normally they are. I know that there was somebody who told me, Dustin Stallings told me to look at his paint scheme. You do see these two Ghost Racing Network trucks and Tyler Ashley and Kayshawn Clater up here. Kayshawn looks like he qualified 10th, so had a good qualifying position so far. Still waiting for it to load in. There it goes. Look at Dustin Stallings. He told me to look at his paint scheme. I believe he does have ours on the deck lid here, or on the rear deck lid. You can see it right there. Ghost Racing Network. Big logo on the back for him. So honestly, I probably need to get a paint scheme made. You know, I might hit up Nick Cogdale after this. Who knows? I've had him make a paint scheme for my driver in the Ghost Cup Series. So he's not been able to race really because of work. Can't blame him. I don't get mad at him. Lights off on the pace truck here. 125 laps will happen at this track, and it will be definitely interesting to see how this goes. Star's got the flag in hand. He's got it. He wants to wave it now. Green flag is in the air now. Barry gets a good start from that. Getting more of a shove from Cogdale, trying to get him in there. Driver's going to start fanning out. You can really use a lot of the track. You really don't want to be pinched down. That really hurts your exit. That's where... Oh, we got... Yep, there it is. Somebody's already around the 21. I believe that was the 60. Oh, Ashley must have made contact there. There's already a wreck. Turn 1. Have to see what happened here. I believe it was the 60th. Keith Moyer or something happened up here. So he gets loose on the bottom, and he just overcorrects right into Tyler Ashley's path. Ashley makes hard contact with him. 60 goes on his roof. 12 gets turned by the 69 of Billy Stallings. The 12 has that much damage, or the 69 that's probably just set of tires, maybe some optional damage that you can fix. And then Billy comes back down the track, and Ashley gets him. Also, 60 had already towed at that point. But turn 1, already getting drivers. This is not an easy track to run. I mean, it really isn't. You have to be very, very careful in that bottom lane. Let's see, Winker. I don't believe he has damage. Might be kind of venturing down there. Be kind of surprising to see him pit here. I don't think he would. He was going to run. Looks like the laps here are going to be about 40-ish seconds. But the 68 ran. It was probably qualifying though, but still. See, the 30, he's going to come down. I don't think he has damage though. Ashley, no, he has damage on his front end. That should probably be, yeah, he could get that damage fixed possibly. This is more of a horsepower reliant track than anything, I'd say. But you can get away with a little bit of damage here. That is a lot of damage. If he has engine damage, that's going to really hurt him. He's just fast repair. He's out and away. That was very fast. Basically a stop and go for him. Show the driver info here. See if any of them have them updated. Place your mama warned you about. Who had that WRX there? As that was Skyberry. Yep, if he's watching, mine has a boost leak, so I'm doing good. He's that little red-headed freak right there, and Christopher Tate. Wheeler, Winker, Stallings, Somerville, Kayshawn Clater, he's back here. Maines, Moore, Three Rivers, Michigan, Mason L. Ford, Jacob actually skipped over Jacob Bowen. Jacob Bowen, David Hall, he's coming down pit road, maybe topping off on fuel, maybe. Chris Zofield, Dylan Smith, Tyler Ashley, and Nathan Dahl. See Mike Presley. He is not here. Not sure what happened to him. He's disappeared. Some drivers have disappeared. I believe the 60 might have called it a night already, surprisingly. I think he'd be doing that early, though. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we'll at least get one more lap around here again before they go green. And drivers probably saw what happened to that 60 on the bottom. They're like, maybe I don't want to run down there. It's where the 68 is running right now is pretty much where you have to be running. You can maybe go up just a little bit into that second lane. Those are pretty much kind of tire tracks, I think, that were put down on the track early, like at some point. There's a place where you know that there's more grip down there, where you're going to have to run for sure, because you do not want to get down lower than that. It just happens to really pinch you down into that corner. You just really cannot do anything. You can't put the power down. No rotation there at all. As See where Tyler was from. Saw he was from Galax, Virginia. That's not very far from my grandparents. My parents both graduated from Carroll County in '91. High school sweethearts. Don't know how they did it. Their son is an absolute loner. Rocking it. Oh, God. That made me sound like probably... that made me sound like a bad human being, but who cares? The 21, he did get damage from that. Don't know where he got it. Might have just overlooked it. See, Billy, he's used his fast repair. He's out and away. Keith, he's not in the race. Mike Presley's not in the race either. If I want to switch these cameras, since his driver is not in here, but lights are off on the pace truck. So they will get the green flag this time by. We have the 68 on the bottom. The 00 of Nate Cogdale. 54 of Tate will be behind Barry. Then you see Wheeler and that orange, black, and silver Home Depot truck. See Kevin Winker in that W truck. 14 in the mobile one. 88 Dustin Stallings. I need to see that sponsor. I think it was McKenzie something. I don't want to be saying it wrong. I probably am, knowing how I am. I'm wrong on a lot of stuff. Pace truck's going to pull off here. They'll get racing again. 5 laps in, 1 caution so far. Drivers trying to find where turn 1 was, and some of them got a little too much of it there. 6J, it's off of him whenever he goes. Everybody else can go. See how long he waits in it. He waiting a little bit. Now enters the guy can restart. Then now he goes. Times that perfectly. Cogdale, you might not want to come down. Actually, you kind of want to run that wall. Surprisingly, pinch Tate down. Tate's going to look to Cogdale, decide not to. I think he knows that. Now what Cogdale did, maybe got a little bit too high in that corner there. Maybe he's running a little bit lower, but you can get a really good run off that high side if you can hit it perfectly. You got drivers trying to run that bottom. That bottom is a hard place to run. This does not work out for some of these guys. Winker's trying to make it work. Now, 3 and 4 are completely different as he pulls a slide job on the 14. 3 and 4 is incredibly flat. It's a very flat area of the track. It doesn't have any banking. 1 and 2 has banking on it, so you have to drive these opposite ends of the track completely different. Facing forward, he got loose getting in the corner there. He saw the rear end hang out on him. 51 kind of shot up the track though. Not sure if he saw Ford. He got someone loose. That's a 24. Joey Maines loose up there. I think 14 thought about making it 3 wide. We got drivers taking a peek at it for sure. Like, do I do it now? Do I wait to do it? Do I do it now? Do I go? Maybe, possibly not. I don't know. Do I do it? Come on, man. Starts back in. Pat going at it. We got it moving around the 14. Got Joshua Moore. You see that? Not 14. 85. Sorry. 2 mobile 1 paint schemes in here. People getting confused by that. These guys are running the high line. 85 is going to be in a hard position. Ew, we got somebody around. That's the 2 of Dylan Smith. Might have got punted in the corner. I have to see what happened to him here. Looks like he just wheel hops entering the corner. And basically just spins around on his own, just trying to get in there deep. Now, what the cause of that could have been was the brake bias that he has. What I mean by that is you can set, more brake to the rear, more brake to the front of these trucks. And if you set it a little bit too high to some areas, it'll make you shoot around under braking. And that could have very well been what had happened to him. I saw it happen multiple times before. I don't think anybody's going to come to pit road. If they do, it might just be for fuel. I'm not sure how many tires they have, as that always plays a factor into that. See if anybody comes down pit road. I know it will be open this time, but I don't think anybody came down there. I'll check. Nope. Seems like nobody has come. Oh, there goes 51. He actually bites. Dustin Stallings, he went, I don't know how he got it. Probably wrong exit. I think he kind of got on pit road in the wrong spot there, bud. The 21, I think he's going to try to fix his optional damage as much as he can. I don't want to see where Dustin came in pit road. I think he came in the wrong spot. Nope, he was down pit road. This wasn't registering for me. While these guys are under caution, I will roll some ads here for you. We are back here. They'll be getting the green flag next time by. Yep, timed it just right for y'all, so they'll go around one more time. 13 laps into the race when they get the green. 2 cautions so far. 1 was for a wreck on lap 160. Got a little bit loose on the bottom, overcorrected, came up in Tyler Ashley's path. Second caution was the 2. Got in there just a little bit too deep. Brake bias probably wasn't set correct for him. And that just shot the rear end of his truck around. He luckily didn't hit anything. He's able to keep going. Might have just burned a set of tires, possibly. See if he did pit, actually. He did not pit, so saves a set. It'll be Ashley leading him to green. The 00 of Nate Cogdale on the outside. 54 of Tate behind the 68 of Barry. Chris Wheeler in the 38 behind Cogdale. Pretty much the same exact starting as last restart for these drivers up here. Nobody's really made any big moves. The biggest mover so far is Tyler Ashley in the 81. He has moved up 9 positions. He is currently sitting 10th right now. Biggest loser so far is Dustin Stallings. I'm not sure if he came out of pit right at the wrong time, because he's not going to be able to get back to these guys. He's going to have to be hoping they can put down some fast laps here. See, he came out of pit a little bit too late there. But Stallings putting himself in a hole early on. But start is off of Barry. When will he go? Cogdale gets a pretty good one also, but Tate gets one also. But Cogdale does probably want to run that high line. That low line is not the line that you want to run at CP Cogdale. Yeah, he runs that line right there. That's where you want to be. He does that exactly. Diamonds that corner perfectly. Mans gets a little bit loose back there. And drivers are starting to take it easy through turns 1. How about say that? We got the 81 throwing a block on Bowen. Not letting Bowen through. No, Bowen's not going to be happy with that. Actually, he wants to come up through this field. Got stuck in the back, and he's like, I'm done with this. I'm going up through this field really fast. But Barry, he continues to lead. Everybody's single file right now. 85 gives a look. Got Bowen behind 10. These guys are going at it back here. I believe that's the 51 and the 2. 2 spun earlier, so his tires are probably a little bit more worn. Knowing that, and I think that everybody else knows that too. Be a little bit down on power here. Not down on power, just down on grip. But Cogdale's going to try to go under the 68. Now, this is a corner 3 and 4. If you want to make that move, you can. You got to get in there really deep, though. See how deep Cogdale goes and slides up the track just a little bit. Not a lot, though. And Barry's going to get a good run off that high side here, possibly. See if he can keep him close to him. You got Tate shoving him behind, so Cogdale's in a hard position. He can't really be putting the power down like he needs to get around Barry. He's got to get one of these corners a little bit deeper than Barry, maybe get Barry up the track just a little bit, but Barry has the preferred line. As Cogdale diamonds that corner perfectly, but Barry's going to get a run on the outside now. Going to stall out for him. Side by side down the backstretch, in 3 and 4. Tate has decided time after time again to shove Barry. Give him a little bit of an arrow shove. Cogdale makes he neck codes with Barry there, gets him up out of the groove. No harm, no foul. Just get him, got him up there just a little bit higher than what he wanted to be. The driver's using the rumble strips. That can probably send you around very, very fast. You got to be careful about that. Tate's going to go under Barry, see if he can get that position on him now. Early on, I would kind of be letting these guys go. Would not want to be burning up my tires, having to deal with racing side by side with them. That is my choice, though. Just a driver that does that often. As Stallings has went off track. Looks like he probably got loose out of 3 and 4. Able to keep it back on track, so he's going to lose a lot of time, but did not hit anything. Let's see what actually happened to him here really quickly. Just has too much wheel. Oh. I'm not sure. Did he get loose? Let me see. Let me go cockpit. Kind of odd there to see. As I believe that was maybe if he races in VR, his VR possibly could have died there. That's not something you normally see because he didn't get loose. He just saw him just drive himself off into the corner. That was odd. Plater's trying to go under Winker. Winker's going to fight hard on the outside. Ashley's moved up through this field, though. He's 13 positions up right now. He's definitely got something going for him. He's found what line works. Realize that he's going to run up there. Oh, we got somebody loose. That is the 14. Smacks to the wall. That was Nathan Somerville. He keeps it straight, though. It's going to be some heavy right side damage for it. Shouldn't hurt him. That's going to hurt him a little bit. I think that is mostly optional damage that he can fix. The Plater washed up high in that corner. He did not get a good exit out of that. It's going to really hurt him. Up front, Cogdale's got Christopher Tate breathing down his neck right now. Tate's staying back just a little bit, not being up on him exactly. I think he's been kind of doing it very methodically. See him get good rotation in the corner, get that good run off is what he's really trying to do most of the time. Let me see. As we will go on board. Let's see who's in the back of the pack here that I can choose. I want somebody who's around the action. Who's trying to get past who here? Let's go with the 24 of Joey Maines. I'm on board with him here. Looks like he got past him, so we'll go up to the 42. We'll go up to Keyshawn. He got past. He's got past him also, so I'm trying to find somebody who's side by side with each other. How much these guys can't afford, but Tate's trying to go under Cogdell right now. He's going to try to get the lead from him. Can Tate? Cogdell up, up out of the groove. Double zero bumps Tate. Tate washing up, saving it. Now he gets contact from the 68. Tate's in the wall. I think Tate maybe squeezed that double zero out of 3 and 4. And that double zero was right on his bumper. Really nothing he could do there. We'll actually go back. We will watch that lap, see what happened with these guys. We'll rewind it here really quickly. I believe Tate just kind of pinched that. Oh, it might have gotten tight out of the corner, actually. Let's see, there might have been contact between these two drivers. We'll see. Was there a bump that happened here? Oh, Tate just, let's see what happened. I don't want to make any call prematurely. So double zero holding his line. Tate holding his line. He's kind of going up the track just as you normally would on the exit. Just trying to get a straight entry. Little bit of contact made there. Doesn't look like there's much made though. And double zero hits Tate again. That puts Tate into the wall. So I don't think anybody's at fault there. Really, I think it's just kind of a racing incident at that point. That double zero has Chris Wheeler right behind him now. Wheeler is also driver Dustin Stallings. He's down pit road again. Not sure why he's down pit road this early, 23 laps into the race. I'm surprised by this. We got him going at it back here. The 30 is trying to get under Somerville. The 68, I think he has heavy damage, and he's starting to feel the effects of it now. He just cannot keep up with these guys like he needs to. 51's going to split the middle between these guys. They make contact. See if the 51 can save it. Locks it down, goes in the grass. He keeps it rolling, but that will bring out the yellow. Just 3 wide gone wrong there. He gets a good run through the corner. Looks like the 85 comes up into him just a little bit and just taps him. The 51 blocks it down and lets it roll again when he knows he's going to stop in the grass. He doesn't have that bad of damage, but you saw drivers with a lot of front-end damage here, surprisingly. I'm kind of wondering how all this is happening for them. This very well could bring everybody down pit road, use their first set of tires here. We'll just have to see if it does. Not completely sure. Good. Something I ate from lunch in my mouth there. But looks like everybody, yeah, there comes everybody. Floodgates are open. 21's going to stay out. 12, he will come down pit road. 21 actually did stay out. Yep, he stayed out. 21 still has damage. These drivers are going to come down pit road. Let's see who gets in, clean out here. Got to be count. I mean, you can afford to mess up. Well, I don't know if you want to afford to mess up because you have to get back here with all the other people there, and that's we're seeing to have. Need to have. That's where stuff seems to happen a lot. Watch Cogdell get into his pits here. He gets in smoothly. So does Chris Wheeler. Like, where is Dustin Stallings? He is not in the race anymore, so he must have had something happen in real life, if I had to guess. Not sure what it was. Hall stays out. Billy Stallings stayed out. They pitted on lap 9 and 2 for these guys. Cogdell, he will be the first one with fresh tires out of pit road. So definitely he'll probably go right around these guys when he gets the chance. Probably only has truly about 15-ish laps on the tires for the 21 of David Hall, I'd say. Definitely don't think he has that much wear on him, but still a lot. He may not be a lot, but he will definitely feel it. these guys. He has lights on the pace truck. Now we will bring in Nate Cogdell here for a quick interview. Hey, Nate, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, bud.
Man, so you're sitting second right now, but you do have the freshest tires, well, fresher tires than the 21. But how's your race gone so far? You've been up front a good amount so far tonight, man.
Got a pretty quick ride. I think I finally figured the track out. I think it was turn 4 coming out. It was like Tate got a little bit tight, and honestly, I didn't give him any room, so he pushed up into me, and I never backed out. So getting him into the wall, that might have been on me right there. But other than that, I mean, it's been a pretty clean race. And try to keep the nose back on it the rest of the race, and try to stay top 5 at least.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Just bring you in for a quick interview. You were in the dialed-in racing, correct?
Yeah.
As that was Nate Cogdell. Just bring him in for a quick interview there. See what Tate. I believe Tate probably did take. He's sitting in pit road. He might be a lap down. Nope, he's not a lap down yet. Probably gonna try to beat the pace car out. Save his fast repair as long as he can. Stallings has reappeared. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe he had an internet issue. One thing I could think of happening there. But when they go green, it'll be David Hall. He'll lead him to green. Nate Cogdell to his outside. The 30 of Chris Wheeler will be on the bottom. The 81 tire Ashley will be behind Cogdell, as I'm starting to feel the effects of 6 hours of sleep, a track workout, another track workout. I'm going to pass out in about, as soon as this race is over. Well, I actually can't because I got a cool project. Love it. Life of a college kid. It's always so fun. Tate, he's trying to fix his damage as much as he can. He's going to try to catch these guys before they go green. He should have time to catch them. I don't think he'll have any difficulty doing that, hopefully. I don't want to see him go a lap down early on. I'm not sure if he has. If he doesn't have as much engine damage, he should be perfectly fine, but I think he does have some pretty heavy damage on his front end, though. He'll definitely be hurt by that. Go on board with the 21 here to see how good of a restart he can get with these older tires. Oh, he doesn't shift in that corner and wants to wait to shift. That's going to give Cogdell a good run. 21 did kind of miss a shift earlier, but 00's got a really good run on the outside, those fresher tires. Pinching down the 21, there's contact between the 81 and the 38. Going to give the 81 a battle scar on the side. I think Wheeler might have came up into him just a little bit. It's the other Home Depot truck in Jacob Bowen. He shoots the middle for that. We're stacking up behind him now. The 42's on that top lane. So is the 24. One thing about Worldwide, or what's it called, Gateway here, everybody wants to stack up when they get in the corners. It's just so close together. There's no room for anybody half the time. Let's see where Tate is. Tate, he's holding on to the back of this right now. He's just kind of soldiering along. Probably will fix as much damage as he can before he has to bite and take his fast repair. I don't think he wants to take his fast repair just yet. Cogdell, he's kind of running away right now currently. I know Ash is going to kind of come back up here as fast as he can to the 52. Wiggling around there, getting a little bit loose off the bump, or not off the bumper, just really off the corner. Maybe driving a little bit too hard, kind of gives a sweeping look. Wheeler's going to go to the bottom. Ashley's going to run right in the middle of those two seams. Actually, put his left side's on the bottom seam. Come up off the corner. Oh, we almost have contact. Kayshawn and Skylar Berry. So they kind of bounce off each other for just half a second. We've got drivers beating and banging for sure. They're not giving each other any room at all. They're like, I'm just going to move you up out of the track. I don't even care. You're moving. You're going somewhere. I want this position. In the next gens, you can get away. Billy Stallings says that he is hard into the wall. I think he's actually stuck in the wall now. Caution will probably have to be thrown unless he tows. What happened here? Gets a good run in the corner. Rumble. Nope. See what happens. He just gets loose on exit. Back end kicks out from him, and he's stuck in the wall at that point. He can't even reverse out of that, so he had to tow. That is not good for Billy Stallings at all. Not the night that he's wanted. Cogdale, while this has been happening, he's been able to run away. He can probably run pretty softly. It's Ashley's pushing his truck. We got a caution now. Dylan Smith has crashed again. Oh, I think he might have gotten punted by the 21 on accident. Nope, he just, the same thing that he did earlier, just loops it around in front of people. This brake bias probably just set a little bit too wrong, and just kind of loops it in front of Tate, but no slight contact with the wall, so we should be fine. I'm not sure. I think it's just brake bias, friend. I think that's really what's coming down to. But now drivers could come down pit road and top off if they choose to. I don't think anybody will. That would be maybe like an call, but not a bad decision. You could get more fuel, better tires as the run goes on. The tires will. These tires will definitely show as the run goes on. Who has fresh and who doesn't have fresh, and who's been saving them, who hasn't saved them. See, it looks like Wheeler, he will go down pit road. See if anybody else goes with him. We got the 30, 24, 21, and 54. 44 of Tate this race. This will give him the opportunity to fix as much damage as possible on his truck. So he will probably get, I think, about a good minute of damage fixed. He can catch up to the field again, come back down pit road and get more of it fixed here. But 4 cautions so far, 34 laps into the race. 2 have been caused by the 2, just a self-spin on him. The 51 locked his tires down to make a little bit of contact. But the first caution was the 60. Was overcorrect coming out of 1 and 2 and kind of took out Ashley with him. No, really. Ashley had nowhere to go. Couldn't move up, couldn't move down, couldn't pace through him, sadly. Pretty cool. Oh my God. Tell you what. Oh, what? Do not be a mass con major. Been struck with the unfortunate scenario of having to redo a whole project because I can't get into my laptop. So luckily I have this desktop that is an absolute beast. I can do it on. I'm fine with that. But while these guys are under caution here, so y'all, don't bore y'all, I'm gonna roll some ads and give my voice a little bit of a rest. Lights are off on the pace truck. They're about to go green. Here will be Cogdale, lit them to green. 52 of Bone will be on the bottom. The 14 of Somerville will be behind Cogdale. Bone will have the 81 of Ashley. Has a little bit of damage on his right side. Him and Wheeler make contact early. Don't think anybody has any hard feelings for each other, hopefully. Don't see anybody get turned, because it's definitely a track you can get away with dumping somebody. Say, oh, I missed my braking point. But not bad so far. 4 cautions, 36 laps in. Really just people finding their braking zone. Just trying to run this track. This track is not easy to run at all. It's incredibly difficult, surprisingly. Cogdale coming to the restart zone. He goes now. He chose a lane that he knows that he can run. I think he's found something up in that top lane. That is the preferred line here at this track, surprisingly. I think that's a short track, or not really a short track. It's kind of has short track qualities, but it's not one. It's really difficult to explain. He did have some people come down pit road and take tires. Main took a set of tires. So did Wheeler, Dahl, Tate, and David Hall took a set of tires. We got the 52 blocking down there, almost going to get turned. You see Ashley was looking on it. 52 definitely did not give him position, as Ashley kind of blocked the 52 earlier. Definitely racing him hard for that. 52 was like, I remember what happened. See what Ashley does. He should give the 14 a shove. Here it lays up to him. 52 is going to get a pretty decent run down the back. Ashley's going to look, but Bowen, sorry about to say Cogdale. Bowen gets in there a deep 14 wash up the track. Cogdale looks like he missed that corner though. Going to hurt him. Bowen getting a little bit loose. Drivers can't put down the power being in that bottom lane. Kind of an effect from it, really. Nothing can be done about that sometimes. Got Bowen still trying to work under Somerville. I just don't know if he'll get it. He's got it right now, but the run that 14 is going to get down the back stretch, or front stretch, is going to be insane. Yeah, you can see how much time he gains on 52. Probably has to get in here a little bit deeper than what he wants to. Got to slide up. Oh, he locks him up just a little bit there. Doesn't get good rotation. Oh, they make contact with the 81 and the 52. There was a wreck behind them, though. 52 through the grass, slams them on the right side. There was a crash before that, though. Back here, it happened with Dylan Smith. Is it what he had happen earlier? It is the exact same thing he had happen earlier. Tate gets involved in that after he just fixed a lot of optional damage. That, too, has been trying to find where he can get in, and he's not been finding it very well, but I know that 52... That 81 probably have it out for each other now. I don't think that 52 is going to be happy with the 81 of Ashley. I have some tempers flare here, as luckily I am not in Discord and do not have to listen to people go back and forth. One of the many joys of being a broadcaster, I shall say. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. Oh no. Don't think that anybody should come down pit road besides the guys that got damaged to he was in pit road, though. Tate, he'll come down pit road. Bowen will come down pit road also. Bowen's damage does not look super bad. I think he could fix a lot of that under caution. Tate's damage, maybe more optional repairs for him, hopefully. Not too bad on his part so far. Begin 5th caution so far. We saw pretty much 2 wrecks happen. Actually, I can probably go back and look at Jacob Bowen and the contact that he had with the 81 of Tyler Ashley. Slow it down here. Looks like Ashley, he is on the bottom. Let's go from the chase, see if there was contact if the 52 came down, or if the 81 came up into him. So I don't want to call anything prematurely on these guys. See what happens here. 52 holding his line. Yep, you see him wrapping that bottom. 81 just comes up. Maybe just slight contact between him. 52 goes sideways, so just moved up out of the groove from the 81 of Ashley. Ashley is able to squeak on by. Barely gets missed by him. 52 doesn't hit the wall super hard. It still gives him a lot of damage. I want to see how Wheeler ended up in the grass. You can see Wheeler going through it. See what happened with him. Looks like he tries to brake and he's already coming out the corner. Just kind of shoots him through the grass. Does a little bit of mowing there for him. No charge. But Winker comes in, and so does Joshua Moore. This is interesting. I didn't expect these guys to be coming down pit road. Maybe trying to get as much fuel as they can to extend their tire life is what they could be doing here. That is a viable option. We got the 52. What is he doing? No, even the 52, not the 51. There he is. I have a feeling after this race, we're going to have some drivers out for some vengeance here. I don't know why, I just feel it. I really do. I feel we're going to see somebody get repaid. You saw it right there. Use code 10GHOST at W checkout for 10% off your purchase. They are our official sponsor of Ghost Racing Network. I don't believe anybody has purchased anything from them using our code. I will have to check if they have. I'm not really sure. As luckily that was muted because that would be very loud. But Cogdale, I think Cogdale, right now he's the man to beat. I think he has his track figured out pretty well so far. He took the outside on that restart. I think he's going to take it again on this one also. He likes to run up there. And I do not blame him one bit for doing that. Yep, he will. See, actually, the two Ghost Racing Network trucks, the 81 and the 37, running second, or sorry, not second and third, fourth and fifth, I believe, on the track currently. Of course, it's going to keep switching between positions because these guys are passing each other under caution here. Pacing, but getting close to, I believe halfway would be about 62.5 laps. So they're getting close to halfway here. As these guys go in the race, they'll be able to learn the track a little bit more, learn how to race around other people. And that's what they're really struggling with right now currently. We will go on board with, let's see if we can go on board. We'll go on board with Mason Ford here for the restart. Saw him doing something pretty interesting there. He is downshifting in these corners, keeping his RPMs high, keeping it in the power bank where he can put that throttle down and the engine will respond. I didn't think he could with these, but these trucks are a little bit lower horsepower, so it could actually work to his advantage, but that will also chew up his tires doing that. More rotations means more of the tire being used. 85 goes to the bottom. Maybe try to block the 81 there for a second. 81 will take the high side on the 85 of Ford. Get to the outside. He's at his quarter panel. He's just there. Not going to be able to hold on to it on exit. Oh, 85. Plays it dangerous there. Just right on him. See, Tate looks like he took his fast repair finally. Knew he would eventually have to. He just had way too much damage on his truck there. Ashley's trying to run that bottom. Oh, they gave him a bump from the 68, trying to get him up there. Drivers, this is not Daytona. Don't hit each other like that. Always ends up bad. He's trying to get him up there, though. 81 is trying to wrap that bottom. He does have that preferred lane. 85 got up a little bit too high. It's going to lose him third position. Like a pack of wolves behind him now. They're trying to get him. 81, I think he's trying to go to that bottom. He wants to protect that bottom more than anything right now. Doesn't want to let Ford under him. 85 sends it in there, makes contact with the 81. Up into the wall goes those two drivers. 81's able to drive it off the corner. He's not going to be happy with Mason Ford. He's going to go right back under him. You see the other Ghost Racing Network truck in the 35 of Kayshawn Claytor. They make contact again. 85 into the wall. 81 still keeping it straight down into the 12. That's a lot of net code there. That's a big pile up on the front stretch now. Huge wreck that took out multiple drivers. That was a big pile up. I think it might have been a little bit of a netcode incident here. Rewind all of this. I want to go on the chase with Tyler Ashley. Slow it down. Let's see what happens here. Oh, 85 comes off the wall, makes contact with Ashley, and that puts Ford into the wall, and then it's on from there. 81 was able to drive it off. 85 comes down and hits him again, peeling it off the wall. Still able to drive it, and then he just starts to lock it. Then he gets ran over from behind. Here from the 12, makes contact with him on the right side. Looks like that doesn't damage him too bad, though. That's a late netcode event. Netcodes, again, Tate, nowhere to go either. 30 shoots the gap. He gets a little bit. Oh, he's going to head right for that 30. See, everybody's braking, trying to slow down the 88's, doing some Tokyo drift up in that top lane. 42 almost flips the 12 up on his roof. Ashley doesn't seem like he has that much damage, but we will have guys come down pit road. I'm kind of surprised that they came down pit road this time. I didn't expect them to. No, that was some good driving from Dustin Stallings. He locked that down, and he was looking right at the wall. He got a pretty good look at it. Got to see if it was sturdy enough for him to hit. Decided that it wasn't, so he's like, I'm not going to hit that just yet. I'm going to wait to do that. As Bowen and Moore stayed out lap 40 and 42. Stallings, he's still trying to get his laps back. See how many laps down he is. I just missed it there. I believe I will see it this time by, though. He is 5. Oh my gosh, he's 5 laps down. The way these cautions are coming out, though, he could have a chance to definitely get back on the lead lap. And if he does, that would be the comeback of the night for him. No doubt about that at all. Very well could be possible. Yeah. We are back here. Drivers should be getting the green this time by 51 laps into the race. They're just, actually about 10 to, actually 10, 11 laps away from halfway in the race. Different contenders up front right now, and I did look at how the driver chat was going. Driver chat was disabled a couple of times, so I think we've had some drivers kind of say a couple words that didn't sit well with race control, and I do not blame him for muting it if he just didn't want to deal with it. Tate, he got in that same wreck again. It looks like he didn't get that much damage from it, luckily. Move my mic to good position on my mouth as it is getting very hot in this room. I made a grave mistake again. One was sleeping for 7 hours and then doing workouts. Good job, me. Gosh, what am I doing? But Bowen's going to lead in the green. Joshua Moore will be on the bottom of the 14. Nathan Summer will be behind. Moore, the 68, will be behind Jacob Bowen. That is Skylar Berry. Was up front early in the race and kind of got caught back in the pack. And trying to sort his way through it. Not done too bad so far. So we're going to come to the Geico restart zone here soon. Drivers are using that zone. When you enter it, you can go right on the throttle. See how these guys go for it. I see winkers. Don't take me out, coach, right now. Truck in the back. So we got somebody locking up tires already back here. What happened? The Tate in the infield. I believe that is the 12 in the infield also. That's another caution here. What happened? Confused. Looks like Tate and the 12 ended up in the infield somehow. Let's see. So, the 12 checks up and the 81 drills him in the back. I didn't think he expected him to break that soon, but he definitely hit him. The 12 probably got punted. Yeah, that 12 braked really early for that corner. I don't think that 81 thought he was going to do that. Then Tate gets into it. Also, the 12 goes to the grass. That's even more damage for Tate. But I'm confused on how early that braking was for that 12, because he definitely could have gotten in a lot deeper into that corner. But we're just have to see. That was an odd braking point for him. But everybody does have different braking points. Really just depends on where you want to brake, really. Yes, there we go. Good what I am reading here, but luckily this is very old stuff, about 3 years old, so probably they did fix it. That's not good. It has fixed though. As I'm looking at stuff on the side, those guys are under caution. I have a car that I've been working on, and I think I have a boost leak somewhere, so that'll be fun for me to go digging and trying to find that. It draws my anger out every time I have to do it because I hate it so much. I think I know where it is though, luckily, but I've got something coming in that will help me actually locate that. They should be going green this time by. Lights should be out on the pace truck, as they will not. So they'll be going around one more time. But if y'all are watching, who's your pick so far in this race to win? It's kind of been an up and down race for a lot of these guys. Everybody's been front, back, middle. Some people's almost been upside down, as in the 12. I almost got upside down. Actually, he didn't. He's got some. Everybody's truck is beat up pretty bad. You see Mason Ford, though. He's got that nice Mobile 1 Toyota Tundra. I think it's a Tundra. Yeah. Toyota Tundra TRD. Yeah, I want to make sure I got to see now. Is it a Toyota Tundra? Let me see. Let me see it. Toyota, yeah. So I was correct on that. I believe Bowen, he'll probably choose the top line if he saw how these guys are running. See what these guys do now. What goes where? What goes where? Shall it go there? Got Edward, who said the 24. That is Joey Mazes. He does, I'll say, he does have a pretty nice paint scheme for sure. I do like how it just looks in general. It looks very, very tidy. Kind of a fan of it. As that was 3 years old, so luckily that does not pop up anything there. Now I'm terrified of what I've done. Might take it off here. I really don't. Honestly, don't enjoy it. So might be what I choose to do here very soon. But they're going to be coming green here. Bowen on the outside. The 68 of Skylar Berry on the inside. 51 of Joshua Moore. He will be on the bottom behind Berry. See the 14 in Somerville. He'll be behind Bowen. Some drivers had a rough night so far. I know Tate's had a rough night. Ashley's had a rough night as his truck is beat up for sure. Dustin, he has to have something else going on. But they're going to be coming to the Geico restart zone here, and they will be green underway. 7 cautions so far. 58 laps in. The 14 gives the 52 a bump. Wants them to go. Decides to wait really late in that restart zone. Stacks them all up. Wonder what happened. Wheeler says that. He's like, I'm going to go to the bottom. You'll have fun up in that tumbling. He's going to try to go around all these guys right now, and he probably has a very good chance of doing that. See what he's thinking about doing. He's like, yeah, do I go here? Do I go there? Where do I go? Do I choose this lane? See some drivers running high, some drivers running low. You kind of have to run the 21. I thought he was going to make contact with the 85 there for just half a second. I got really nervous on that part. It was almost bad. 14 is really getting up that track, trying to get that good diamond off the corner. He's getting a little bit of a run on Bowen, but Bowen's kind of evening it out with the exits that he seems to be getting on them. Driver's pretty calm. You see the Kayshawn Clater, he's kind of behind Maines and Wheeler. That these two are going at it. Now Maines will be hurting his tires doing this, trying to wrap the bottom like he is. And the 51 behind him blew that corner. Missed the entry of it. That's going to lose him a position or two maybe. Cogdale, he was up front. He's going to have to sort through all this. He did pit on lap 49. Tate pitted on lap 54, so he has the freshest tires here. Might just be kind of waiting in the wing. He's like, yeah, you know, I saw what's happened up here. Let's just kind of lay back a little bit and be a little bit more calmer is what he's probably decided to do. They're about to go through wide. 51, leaving the door up to the 85. 85 decides not to take it. He probably thought about it. Would not blame him if he did. Probably gets close to the 85. Slow him down as much as he can. Wrapping that high line, but Cogdale got by him. I believe Cogdale does have fresher tires. No, he has the same tires as the 85 as they're trying to go around the 40, not 41, 51. Joshua Moore, but Bowen's lost first to Nathan Somerville. He's going to lose 2 positions in this one corner. Looks like Barry's going to get past him. Wheeler's going to try to get under him. Wheeler wiggling off the corner. Duck right in. Kayshawn hops out of line, sees something that he likes, wants to try to take the run that he probably got into the corner. He's not going to be able to break even with him, though. I've hurt his exit here for sure. He's just kind of looking. He's like, I don't know what to do. I really can't like find a spot. He just kind of has to ride. The 52 slows down in the corners. Kayshawn makes contact with him. That 52 got really slow in there. Wheeler, I think he kind of took evasive maneuvers, kind of overshot the corner just to be safe. He's like, might as well do it. I don't even care. Kayshawn trying to get the bottom on Bowen right now. Bowen has been struggling so far. Barry's been kind of stalking Somerville at this point. He's been just like, right here. I'm not going to let you get away. Somerville's running up maybe a little bit higher than what I would be doing, but he's making it work so far as Kayshawn finally got past Bowen. 30's trying to go under Wheeler right now. He's giving him a look. I don't think he has the truck for it, though, but he's going to get a good run down the backstretch. Wheeler's going to have to get in there a little bit deeper to break even with him. We got a caution on the track. Not sure what this is for. Let's see what happens here. I want to see what happens. Oh, there's... Nope, not contact there. Where is the wreck at? Let me look. Where is the cause of caution here? Might be Dustin Stallings, possibly? Oh, Lord! What happened? This is the second time we saw something weird like that happen. Just turns right out of nowhere, hard into the wall. Blows his engine. That's going to definitely end his night. I'm not sure what's happened to him 3 or 4 times there. Guys, we're going to be on a split decision coming down pit road. Looks like Wheeler will lead him in. More will follow. 21, 81, 54 of Tate will come down. So will Cogdale. That was vicious for Dustin Stallings. Did not expect that at all. So I'm just rubbing my eye here. Got kind of something in it, just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too much. Definitely a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad on me. There we go. But it's like Nathan Somerville, he'll be in the lead here. All these guys are on pit road. I will roll some more ads here. Drivers should be getting the green. Light should go out on the pace truck. Yep, they are out. A little bit past halfway. 8 cautions so far. Looks like Dustin Stallings had some technical issue because we do not normally see that. That is kind of an odd thing to see. Somerville's leading the green. Barry on the bottom. Bowen, he will be on the outside of the 37 of Kayshawn Claytor. We saw drivers get into each other. Some drivers have not done it on purpose. I don't think anybody's done it on purpose here. His braking zones are completely different. Some drivers might have a little bit of a different brake bias where they feel more comfortable getting a little bit deeper into it. I think that's what we have saw so far for sure also with some of these guys up here. See, we'll go on board with Somerville for this restart. We'll go a lap around with him here. But one thing that I have noticed now, drivers downshifting in the corner. Do not think that would be a factor, but it has shown to be one, and that's kind of interesting. Just never thought I would see him doing it. Now, these do have a little bit less power than the next gens. The next gens, you are definitely going to be shifting with that 5-gear option that they have in them. See, Ashley's trying to work his way through the pack. He didn't take his fast repair. He's got heavy damage right now. Trying to get under the 00 of Nate Cogdale. He's just there at him. Can't get to him. The 24 is looking on the inside of the 54 of Tate. Currently, let's see if he can make a move on him. Not able to do anything there. Tate might pull a crossover on both these guys. Though his man gets a little bit loose. Saw rear and kick out on his truck. Keeps his foot in it. Able to get past both those guys. I think Tate might be playing a little bit nice, saving his tires currently. Got somebody around back here. Who is that? Ashley, Wheeler, and Cogdale involved in a wreck. See, somebody might have gotten in the corner a little too deep. '81 Ashley gets in that corner incredibly deep. Like he takes Cogdale with him, washes up. Wheeler has nowhere to go. Cogdale's locking his tires down. Ashley makes contact with him, and that's just probably might end the night for Cogdale and possibly Wheeler, because Wheeler had the tow. So did Cogdale, so they will go multiple laps down if they do even have a fast repair. But Somerville, he'll go into pits. He kind of hesitated, and he's like, no, actually go in this time. Didn't think he would do that, but he evidently did eventually. We will interview once these guys get done with the pits. If they do want to, we'll see who will sort out to the lead here. It'll be Skylar or Barry. He's going to go to the lead, so we will bring him in for an interview while these guys are going down pit road. Mythic Racing. Hey, Skylar, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you're running first right now. You're kind of away from all that mess that's happening back in the pack. But how's the race gone so far for you, man?
It was a little frustrating early on, getting involved in that wreck, and then had a bunch of people just hit us on the straightaway, but it's going good now.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of stuff going on. Guys have been finding braking zones. Some guys have been finding their braking zones a little deep in the corners and using another set of tires to help them turn. But, man, what do you think you have to do with about a little bit less than half the race left to take home the win tonight?
Just survive towards the end, honestly, and not overdrive it. That's the issues everybody's facing right now, is overdriving.
Everybody's been doing that. But before I let you go, since we both own the same car, guess what I got to find? I got to find a boost leak somewhere in mine, so that'll be fun. But I'll let you go. Hopefully, I will see you in victory lane, man.
Hopefully. Have a good one.
Just kind of threw that in there. He does have a WRX in his photo. I drive a 2015, and it has a boost leak somewhere. So, fun. It's going to be fun finding it there, boys. SpongeBob, me boy. I can't wait to find it. We'll be getting the green the next time by, won't get it this time, 74 laps in. They will have roughly, let's see, about 50, no, not 50. Trying to do the math in my head here. 40-ish laps left in the race. got here? Trying to look through some of the stuff on Discord that these guys are posting, just to know if I need to jump in and look at some stuff every now and then. As this headset, tell you what, I need to get my actual glasses fixed because I'm wearing goggles right now that I used to wear in sports. They hurt my head so much, but I have to wear something. I swear on the PC. It's ridiculous. I can't stand it. It just doesn't fit anything. It'll be 68 of Barry. He's going to lead him to green. Tate will probably line up on his outside, I'd say. That would not be a bad decision for him at all to do that. That would be doing that also. I'd be kind of like, yeah, I don't want to really be on the outside. If anybody outside is the preferred lane, though, is what I have. I have noticed that for sure. It's just a preferred lane on that bottom. You can't really put the power down. It's kind of a weird track too. It's just it's odd track overall. I mean, it really is. I don't know why, but it just is. Barry's gonna lead in the green. Tate be on the outside. 51 of Joshua Moore on the bottom. The 21 of David Hall, who has a war machine right now. Has some heavy front end damage. He'll be on that outside behind Tate. Bowen will line up 5th behind the 51. Pace truck will pull off here with the lights off. Hopefully we won't have to see him for a long time. We've had 9 cautions so far in this race. Like Tyler Ashley, I believe he probably got hit with an EOL. And he is a lap down. See if he gets a better restart. Tate or Barry? Barry gets a pretty good one. He gets very far out in front of Tate. That will give him a clean entry into turn 1. We got him wrecking back here already. 52, 37, 24, 85, 12. Somebody probably missed a shift if I had to guess. Who missed their shifts? Where's the stack up start? So it's ahead of this instant. Where is it at? Leave. Might be the 52 who missed a shift here currently. See if it was. Looks like the 21 didn't get going. So it might have been with the 21. Just got a slow start. Somerville ran to the back of him. That kind of sends him down into the 51. We'll go on the cockpit with the 21. Not sure what happened here fully, though. Looks like it's happening behind him already. I think I was a little bit too late. It looks like, I think just for that half second right there when he hung that gear, that's what stacked up everybody behind him. He hung it for just half a second. I think everybody didn't really mean to plow into him, but there was really nowhere for him to go. I mean, it really wasn't. He couldn't go anywhere. Kind of like, so I'm in the, this position. I kind of can't slow down at all. But I believe we will actually bring in, we'll see if these guys go down a pit road, but I know who we will bring in the not the cockpit, in the booth here very soon. Already got the driver's name on my mind, so nothing can't be done at this point. I'm pretty dead set on bringing him in here. I want to see if they do come down pit road. I'm going to give them time for that. Don't think anybody will come down. No, Joey Maines, he's down pit road. He was involved. Looks like he has a fast repair. He uses that. Cogdale's been sitting in the pit. So has Billy Stallings. Dustin Stallings, he has left the race. Some drivers calling it quits early. Do not blame them. Your race is over. Why stay for it any longer than you have to? But Barry, he will come down pit road. Tate will stay out. So Barry pitted. Well, Barry had pitted on lap 49. So he had older tires than Tate. He will drag the 85 and the 12 with him down pit road. I believe that will be the only drivers. Nope. Winker will come down pit road in that W Energy drink truck. be the only guys that come down pit road, but we will bring in Christopher Tate. Hey, Tate, this is Bryson's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man,
I
so
got you.
You've had a rough night so far. You kind of gotten into something early. Didn't use your fast repair, then had to use it and got into something again, but you worked your way up through the pack. You know, how's it gone from your point of view?
The race has been kind of hectic, as you've seen. I kind of feel like I've been a wreck magnet all night. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm up in the front now. Hoping I don't get involved in anything else, and hope we can bring it home.
Yeah, man, you definitely don't want to be back there. It seems where most things are happening tonight. But you know, what do you think you have to do to take home the win here?
Probably just take care of your tires. I've noticed they wear really quick, and the right front's very important here. Just kind of to set yourself into the corner and get the run off. So saw that earlier firsthand. Whenever I got put into the wall, just post tight and really had no way to save it. But I think just tire management and tire strategy overall is what's going to win the race.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good luck. Hope to see you in victory lane, Houdini.
All right, appreciate it.
As that was Christopher Tate. I call him Houdini because he always seems to come from nowhere in the pack. I don't know how he does it half the time, but he's kind of like, oh, now I'm going to go up to the front, and he just kind of cuts through the field, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The man does it all the time, and I'm like, Tate, are you joking, man? Like, come on, brother. He always does that. I don't know how, but he does. I guess that's just the thing of Tate. Lights are off on the pace truck, so they will go green this time by. Tate will be leading him to green. We'll have the 51 of Joshua Moore. Can't see him hiding behind that pace truck right there. He will be on the outside. The 21 will be on the bottom. The 14 of Somerville will be on the outside behind the 51 of Moore. This is going to get interesting for sure. No, the drivers are like, I really don't want you here. Because I would not blame them. The drivers can punch you in the corner. The drivers are more calm. The drivers don't care where you are. And they're just like, ah, get out of here. Be gone. Tate's got some damage, but he's made his way back up front here. He will get the green and wait for the Geico restart zone. He will enter it now. He can go whenever he wants to. He decides to go pretty much as soon as the green flag goes up in the air. Gets a good restart. Gets away from that 51. The 21 will now challenge the 51 on the bottom, but the 21's already at a disadvantage being on the bottom. Looks like he lifts and lets the 51 back in line. Doesn't really want to fight him at all. And he's going to get a little bit. He's going to try to work that bottom. Doesn't work too bad for him. See Skylar, he pitted. Lap 78, he came down pit road. So he does have a fresh set of tires on his truck. See, actually back here, he got some heavy damage. 37, he used his fast repair also. Some drivers had the fast repair in their pocket. Waited till forever to use it. Not a bad decision, but I think Tate, he's still saving his tires here a little bit. It is about a little bit over 40 laps to go. You could maybe go on fuel. I'm not sure what their fuel load is here. It varies by league, varies by how you are driving. Can be completely different from some people. See, looks like Tate will go down pit road, though. What is happening here? Not see that till late, so Tate comes down. What? I'm not sure what has happened there. He comes down pit road. See if he's maybe taking tires or if he get a penalty somewhere. I'm guessing he had a penalty. It must have been a drive-through. I'm not sure what it was for. That's interesting. I want to see what that penalty was for. I didn't see anything wrong with the restart. We'll actually go back and watch that. See if did he go early in the zone? Not sure what that was about. Let's see. Tate, does he go early? What? He didn't go early. I'm not completely sure what that was about there, but Moore's got the lead. Barry's going to look for it. Barry does have fresher tires, so he can pretty much go right past these guys. Moore, I think he's going to have to ride behind Barry. Barry has the freshest tires of most of these guys out here, so it's kind of... Now, Zofield and Winker do have tires also, but the way their tires are looking, I don't think they can really do much back here currently. Looks like Keyshawn, he was a lap down. I think I'm not sure why some of these drivers are a lap down, but they are. We've only got 8 or 9 people on the lead lap right now, but Barry, I think he can kind of slowly start to kind of ride where he is. I don't think he has to be, going full throttle driving off the corner like a madman. I think he can be pretty calm with it currently. I think there's too much to worry about for him. 81 has damage. The 30 is going to go on the inside of him. I think he's not trying to block the 30. He's just kind of didn't know where he was going to go on that. Somebody almost got put in the wall there. Mains is loose. Able to drive it. I heard somebody get loose there for half a second. I want to see what happened here with him. Heard somebody get loose. That looks like he just found the bump out of 1 and 2. Got a hold of it too much. Able to drive it off. I thought he was going to wreck that thing. That thing should have been in the wall, but he does lose 2 positions there. Not good for him at all. We'll go on board. We'll see what different lines Barry and Moore are running here. When Barry gets to the line, we'll go on board with him for a lap, and we will go on board with Joshua Moore for a lap. See what different drivers are running here, because you can't run the same line all the time. You got to switch it up every now and then. We'll go on board with him now. Look at Joshua Moore's line that he's having to run here tonight. I am noticing as a trend here, we've got some drivers that are kind of hanging that gear. They're not being able to get into it as fast as they need to, but Tate, he's kind of in no man's land at this point. Not running terrible laps, but Barry, he, of course, does have tires, and Tate is one of the last. He's the last truck on the lead lap. So he's got to watch for that 68. If the final caution comes out, this will save Tate. Still don't know what he had to do the drive-through for. We'll have to find that out after the race, because I am not really sure at all. He's going to go under Chris Zofield. Chris, give up that position to him. 24, about wrecked it earlier. He was able to drive that thing off. See, that was a lap truck in the 37 of Keyshawn. He is the first truck 1 lap down, so if the caution were to come out, he would not have to worry about it at all. You do hear some drivers going over those rumble strips. Now that can really get you. Those rumble strips, you may think, oh, it's the shortest way around the track. There's no grip down there. I mean, there really isn't half the time. You get on them and your wheel just starts bouncing around. No grip to be put down, but Maines looks like he's coming with vengeance right now. He's running some pretty fast laps. ran faster than everyone else but Barry in front of him. So he's going to start chasing these guys down here soon. But Moore has been able to hold a gap to Somerville. Actually kind of stretch it out a little bit here. But, or not, sorry, yeah. Yes, I'm correct. I'm trying to, stumbling over my words here. Barry, he's got fresher tires, more fuel. I think he can possibly make it to the end, and I think this race may be his to lose. Now, that being said, we have had a lot of cautions that could change here within about a lap. If somebody turns up in front of the 68, well, then that will be bad for him, and he will be most likely out of contention for the win. Hopefully that doesn't happen to him, though. Going to run up on the 85 of Mason Ford here very, very soon. Mason, he's got some heavy damage also. I think that this is kind of Barry's race. At this point, I don't think anybody can chase him down. I mean, he's just got fresher tires. He's got only 11 laps fresher tires, but that is a huge difference at this track. You did hear Tate say earlier that tires have shown to be a big difference. And if you don't have the tires that you need, you will be in a very, very tough position for that. I need to figure out why one of my screens keeps going blank, because it should not be doing that, but evidently it does keep doing that, and it is driving me insane. But Barry, looks like he actually might have lost a little bit of time to Moore. Oh, Moore's running a little bit of a faster lap that last lap. I don't think that Moore can save enough tire to really even it out, but it is worth a shot. I don't think that it would be such a bad decision for him to try to do that here. It's a bad idea. I mean, you can give it a shot for sure. I don't know if you'll want to. That'd be so bad if it doesn't work out for you. Like we've got some drivers already out of the race. Like, went to click on somebody and they didn't show up. Let's see who is not in the race. Bowen's not in the race. We have six drivers out of the race here currently. That is Jacob Bowen, Billy Stallings, Dustin Stallings, Dylan Smith, Keith Moyer, and Mike Presley have all called it a night here early on. Will not blame them, as that's just something that just kind of happens. You get a little bit fed up and you're like, I'm done. I've had that happen to me before, for sure. .14 comes down pit road, so maybe they can make it on fuel to the end, or maybe 14's hoping something will happen here. He did pit on, I guess you can't see it now, but Moore came down also. Oh, the 14 loops it around on pit road, though. That was not good for him. See how he actually looped that. I don't know how he did that. Surprising he was able to do that. Get the third camera angle. He just jerks the wheel a little bit too hard, sees that gate coming up, he just spins it out there. I did not expect anybody to come to pit road. Maybe Barry can't make it to the finish, and he's hoping that his tires can hold off, or his fuel can hold out. I'm not so sure about this now. This could be up to anybody. This is interesting now. I don't know. Where's Tate at? Tate might get lapped here very soon. So Moore, he's gonna have fresh tires. So is Somerville. I don't think you can catch. You're gonna have to unlap yourself once, and you're gonna have to pretty much pass him again to be able to get the win here. Something he's banking on a caution, hopefully, is what he wants. I know some people definitely don't want that, as I will need to check something very quickly for you all. I was just checking how hot something was getting. It's my PC. Definitely not as hot as what it used to be, because I've decided to offload most of the work to the CPU and not the GPU, so it can't get as hot as it was before. I believe that was what was causing most of our issues earlier. So I've done that. I do have water cooling coming very, very soon. Actually, should be coming in tomorrow. Don't know when I'll be able to have time to get all that up. That'll be definitely a mystery for me. Very. Now, Moore ran a 34.35. Barry ran a 35.31 for his time. So I don't think the time can be made up here at all for these guys. But you got them going at it up here. Somerville's trying to get under Wheeler. That was for position, I believe, there. Maine's running that high line. Wheeler got loose out of two there. You saw it rear and kick out on him. He had to save it. Luckily, he did not dump it there, because that would have been very, very bad for him. Actually, he is in the pits currently. I don't know if he got any more damage. He could have. I just might have not caught it. Didn't see anything pop up on. Actually, I was not even on the right spot. Looks like there was no damage there. Oh, looks like, yeah, there was no damage to Tyler Asher, so it looks like he just actually towed in the pits when he got in there. He might be calling it a night also. You saw some drivers had very, very rough goes at it here currently. As I know how that feels sometimes. You kind of feel helpless. You're like, man, I'm doing everything I can. What is going on tonight? Nathan Dahl. He's down pit road also. We got some other guys coming. Who is that coming down pit road? That's 24 of Joey Maines. I believe he's dragging the 21 with him also. David Hall comes down with Joey Maines. So these guys running 1-2 decide to come down pit road. Now I'm getting curious. Does Barry have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race? This is going to get interesting here. I'm not completely sure if he does. He will lap those guys. They will go at least one lap down. He's pretty much lapped the whole field here. He might have the chance to do it. If he gets around Tate, that's the whole field that's been lapped. Might be one of his personal goals. That would not be a bad one. If it is. It's something cool. You can say, yeah, I lapped the whole field. No biggie about it. I came so close to doing that in A Open. I had one more guy left. I could just not catch him. And that's while these guys are going around. About 19 laps to go, coming to 18 here. I'm going to roll some very quick ads for y'all to give myself just a little bit of a break. I've not been talking as much because my voice is starting to wear out here. As I was rolling ads, I hear some tire screeching. Yellow flag comes out. David Hall has crashed. Gets, up on the rumble strips, back in, kicks out on him. Him and Maines do like a synchronized spin there. Both lock it down. Maines makes no contact with the wall. He just backs his rear end in there. Both those guys got extremely loose coming off of 3 and 4. See what happened to Maines here. They both pretty much got loose in the exact same spot. I'm surprised by that. But now this changes everything. Tate was going to go a lap down. So was everybody else. But this caution will allow them, if he goes down pit road, these guys will be able to take the wave around the 68. This gets them on the lead lap. This also gives Tate a chance to come down and take tires. He will be the first truck in second. Because of how that works out, all the people that took the wave around have to go to the back. Now the back is going to be pretty much third position for these guys. Oh, does Tate come? Yeah, Tate will come down pit road also. I don't see him staying out here one bit. He'll come down pit road here. No surprise to me at all that he's going to come down. Pretty much expected him to do that also. Yeah, there's no way Tate's staying out. Here, let's see what we got. I knew I heard tires screeching, and I was like, oh, we got to go back to the screen there. I was going to go in commercial and I had to cut that. I heard him. I was like, oh, somebody's around there. That was kind of close to Skyler, but he was definitely far away enough that he can react to it. He's very, very lucky about that, because that could have been very bad for him. I saw that happen before. Some guy gets loose and they're like, oh, I have nowhere to go. Can't go anywhere, man. What am I supposed to do? See Barry, these guys, of course, in front of him, they'll go around the pace car here. But now Moore, pit on lap 99. He'll be sitting second. He might be coming down pit. No, he's coming off a pit road. Oh, sorry, down pit road. I was getting confused there. He'll take a set of tires. Tate, he does have equal tires with Barry now. Well, now, can Houdini do something here? I think that he definitely has a shot of doing it. I do believe in Tate. He always seems to have just some ability. He's like, oh, now I'm here. Let's just go to the front now. That's what I could see him doing here very, very soon. I'm not surprised me one bit. But now, while these guys are under caution, see if the lights are off in the pace truck. We've got Chris Wheeler. We need to go up a little bit farther. 42. I'll find him here. Winker. Nope. So, lights are still on the pace trucks. While they're under caution, I will roll some ads that I can finally do now. Drivers will be getting the green here. You see it's basically nobody around. Everybody else got the wave around, so they got to catch up to them. 15 laps to go in this race. Tate and these guys are on equal footing with everyone else currently. Somerville, he pit on lap 99, so he's going to be a little bit less for tires. But now the 68 is going to have to work for this win. It's not going to be handed to him like it was very soon. I'm not even sure if the 68 could have made it to the finish, to be honest with you. It's going to be very, very close if he was going to. See, nobody's basically about there. Everybody's having to catch up as the lights will go back on the pace truck. They were not caught up in time, so they'll go around 2 more times, bring them to 13 to go. As I cannot wait to do. Looks like Mason is in the wall there. What has happened with him? Don't know why that registered with the crash, because that definitely should not have. Kind of weird that it did. Don't know why. Lights are off on it now, so when they get the green, they will be 14 laps to the finish. And it will be over here in the Twisted Chassis Truck Series at Gateway. Sorry, Worldwide Technology Raceway. If y'all are new here, if you don't mind throwing a subscription into Ghost Racing Network on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, if you don't mind following us on Facebook and jumping over to YouTube, throwing in a subscription, you can always take that back if you want to. Always an optional thing. $68. He's gonna have to work for now. I know Tate's gonna be all over him. Be looking for a way to get this win. You see Cogdale, he's got damaged. He's finally got out of the pits, but it's been bumper cars here so far. Tate does have the preferred line. 68 start is off of him. He goes now. Doesn't get a terrible start. Tate tries to stay close to him now. Melissa 68. We're going to have to see, will he be able to put in all this work to go get him. Winker has actually the best looking truck up here right now in that 42. But he did pit on lap 88, so his tires are wore out compared to these guys. Up here, the 99 has 11 lap fresher tires. He pitted, or sorry, 14 has fresher tires. He pitted on lap 99, so 11 laps fresher than him. Tate, you can see him dominant in that corner now. He's going to try to get a good run off the bottom. I think he gets a bite that he wants. That's going to draw him closer to Skylar Berry. Nathan Somerville, he is in third, so we got some drivers that can still contend. But I think these tires can definitely show for these guys. Now, how is Tate going to have to go get to 68? Because the 68, he's been running pretty good so far. I don't know, this is going to be different for him. See Winker, he's just getting passed. These guys just have their fresher tires, and he just can't really do anything about that. Kind of a sit and duck at this point with the tires that he has. Tate, the gap's been stretched out on him just a little bit. He does have 10 laps, so he might be saving his tires just a little bit. Then he'll start to push it here. Now, if he wants to go, he's going to have to start to pick up the pace. Looks like he gets a good run. Berry just ran a 34.02. That is the best lap of the race, and he ran that last lap, so he's definitely picking it up. I think he knows a man that he has behind him. He is very hungry for another win here as he won last week, but he's probably not suited by that, and I would not blame him one bit on that move. Tate keeps on chipping away now. That last lap, Tate was faster than Berry. Now we'll see, can Tate just chip away at that lead? He's not far behind Berry. I think Berry's getting a little bit tight off the exit, because that's where Tate's gaining some of his time. The lead is gone back to pretty much what it was over Tate currently. Look at the times here. Tate's drawing ever so closer. See Wheeler's down pit road. Not sure what this is about. Got a lot of drivers that are out of this race. Tate drawing. He's just so, I don't know if you can get to him. It just seems like that 68 is just so even with Tate in some parts of this track. Tate gains, and then the 68, he'll come back and he'll lay down a really good corner that Tate just can't get laid down for him at all. 14 gets loose off the wall. That's Somerville loose. I was going to start wiggling around there. That was almost bad for him. I was going to see somebody bend it there soon. But Berry, Tate is just, oh, he's just chomping away at the bit at him right now. He's just right there on him. He's just not close enough to do anything just yet. We'll go cockpit with Tate for 2 laps. Tate is drawing closer now to Berry. Berry's getting off that bottom. I think he's getting just a little bit loose now. We'll go on board with Berry, see how his throttle's feeling. Well, here's throttle. His throttle picks up out of nowhere, out of these corners. That means he's getting loose. Like you can see that mirror. He sees Tate coming up on him now. Tate's closing the gap on him. The battle is happening up front. These guys are pretty much spaced out. Nobody's racing each other back here. Now it's going to be between Tate and Skylar Berry. Tate's drawing closer. He saved his tires just a little bit. Let Berry burn him off just a little bit more. Tate has 5 laps to make a move around him now. What will Tate do? How is he going to set him up to pass him here? Berry's loose from downshift, and you can see that rear end kick out on him. I think that downshift is going to start to get to him a little bit more. He can't be doing that for a little bit longer because it's almost sending him around sometimes. Before we go up the line, Tate maintaining distance, loses a little bit that lap, gets deep in that corner there, gets a really good bite in the middle of that corner. You can see that rotation that he gets. And allow him to get a lot of throttle off the corner. He can kind of maybe get a little bit of a draft from Barry. This probably won't come to a huge factor here, the way that it is. We know that he has to be so nervous seeing Tate. Tate is close. Now, if Tate is about 2/10 behind Barry, if you see in the last lap, yep, you go in there deep and see if it'll stick. You just see. Might as well test it. It's not really what's been tested tonight. Sometimes it's stuck, sometimes it hasn't. Tate gets a bad exit off of 3 and 4, though. That's going to stretch the lead over Barry. Barry's going to kind of pull away just a little bit further. Maines is making a good rebound. Not Maines. Moores made a good rebound. Maines is a lap down. Let's see. What can Tate do now? Stallings has left the pits. This late in the race, he decides to come out the pits. At least he wants to finish. Can't blame him for that at all. I think Tate might have burned off his stuff just a little bit. Here it's going to be 2 to go. Barry, the win was handed to him. Then the caution came out, and that changed everything. He's been driving a pretty good race so far. He's been downshifting to 3rd. In these corners, I haven't saw many drivers do that so far tonight, but he's been the one that's been doing it, and it's been working for him pretty well. He's going to come out of 3 and 4. Tate still in his mirror, growing smaller, though. He's got one more time around. Can Tate mount anything to Skylar Barry, or will Skylar Barry walk away with his win? Tate shoots that corner wide. That might have just given the win to Skylar Barry. I believe we have somebody spinning behind them. But white flag is in the air. Skylar Barry just has to go around this track one more time. He can take it incredibly easy, knowing that Tate is almost a second behind him. Tate blew 3 and 4 trying to push, and he just couldn't get there in time. Barry, like I said earlier, had the win. Caution came out. That changed everything for him. It's been an incredibly long night here at Twisted Chassis. Drivers finding their braking points, but Skylar Barry, he's found the best points on the track. Off of 3 and 4, he will take home the win at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Tate will come 2nd. Joshua Moore will come 3rd. Somerville will come 4th. Winker will come 5th in this race. A very, very long race at that. That was kind of a nail-biter for Barry. I think he saw how close Tate was getting. He's like, I might not win this race. It's going to be close if he does. I definitely would have been nervous if I was him, too. I don't blame him for that at all, one bit. We'll watch him burn it down here. And letting y'all hear him do his burnout. I'll pull up the race results here so you guys can see where everyone finished in this race. We got somebody that blew up their engine there. Not sure who that was. Might have just be having fun. I was like, this race is over. Might as well have it expire. But we will wait for the top. Actually, I'll bring Joshua Moore in here. Let me drag him. Where is he at? He might have just went in the waiting room. Not in the Discord, so I don't believe we will get him, sadly. Oh, there he is. Who will bring in the 51 of Joshua Moore. Hey, Joshua, this is Bryce's booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so that was definitely a rough night. But now, how did the race go from the drop of the green flag to the checkered for you, man?
So this was the first time I've ever raced on this track. I just bought the track today just for this race. So I wasn't expecting much, but after this race, I think I really enjoy this track. Yeah, and I think I had a chance to win there if it went green, but I'll take a third.
Yeah, man, it's definitely not bad. After the night that some people had, you definitely didn't come home in a bad position. But, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Muleburger Custom Homes and thank my teammate Kevin. Yeah, good finish overall.
Man, well, I'll let you go, but good third place finish. You were able to sort through all that and come home third, but good job, man.
All right, thank you.
That was Joshua Moore, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver of Christopher Tate. Hey, Tate, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you were so close to that 68 at one point, and then you just kind of fell off. Now, what happened within, like, those last 5 laps? Like, what was going through your head there?
I was just trying to be like steady, I guess. I was trying to just maintain the gap and then hopefully make a push there at the end. But he did pretty good, or actually really good, saving what he had. I was hoping he'd burn it up, but I ended up being the one burning this stuff up. So yeah, just got really tight there at the end. I'll take it though, considering everything that happened tonight. Probably shouldn't have finished the race with all that happened, but I'm happy with it. Good race, good points, and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, man, tonight was definitely hectic. But before we let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, 3F Racing, lots of stuff coming up with them. I'm excited about. Let's see, Grip Marketing, Auto Details, or Automotive Details. Lazy Shade, nothing that does it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good second place finish tonight, man.
Appreciate it.
That was Christopher Tate. We will bring in the race winner in Skylar Berry. Hey, Skylar, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Man, so that race was handed to you. Then the caution came out, and then Tate was breathing down your neck. Describe what was going through your head in those last 10 laps.
Honestly, was just trying to, like I said before, not overdrive it. Wasn't really looking in the rear view. Had my spotter to let me know what was going on behind me.
I mean, Tate, he was definitely lurking in that mirror, but you stayed calm. Tate blew that corner, and then when I saw him blow that corner, I was like, yeah, he's pretty much got the win. But, how did the race go for you from the drop of the green flag to the checkered, man?
Honestly, just like Atlanta, after that first wreck, I figured we weren't going to finish it, or we'd finish outside the top 10 after using the fast spread early. But apparently that was a good look charm.
Yeah, man, just a lot of stuff happened. Drivers were getting punted in the corner. Some drivers were getting turned on accident, but definitely a hectic race. But you take home the win. Before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Lumberjack Barbershop again, and then Mission 22, and my teammates for coming up with a good strategy and spotting.
I mean, well, I'll let you go, but good win tonight. You're able to sort through all that and take home the win. Good job, bud.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
As that was Skylar Berry. I will go through the finishing order here. Now, Skylar Berry first, Christopher Tate second, Joshua Moore third, Nathan Somerville fourth, Kevin Winker fifth, Nathan Dahl is sixth, seventh is David Hall, eighth Joey Maines, ninth Chris Wheeler, 10th Mason L. Ford, 11th is Nate Cogdell, 12th is Tyler Ashley, 13th is Chris Zofield, 14th Jacob Bowen, 15th Billy Stallings, 16th is Dustin Stallings, 17th Dylan Smith, 18th Keith Moyer, 19th Kayshawn Clater, and 20th will be Mike Presley. That's race control for 21st. But definitely a long race. Drivers finding where they can brake and where they cannot. Some drivers got punted in the corner. Some drivers were the ones that were doing the punting, as this is not football. Might need to go play a different sport. Definitely a hectic race. Wasn't really bad at the end. The caution definitely didn't make it interesting. But tomorrow I will be streaming 2 back-to-back races. If you are bored and want to come out and watch, I will definitely not be against that. But I will release ads and I will let you all go.